Hello everyone, my name is Rosalinda. I am OFW in Hong Kong, and today is topic about my first time planning 2018 about U.S Visa, and I want to share again about my experience, but I want to speak in English, so I want to try about my experience, how to start my plan, and then asking to my employer, because my boyfriend 2018 he decide I am trying to apply in the US visa, because for example, if I'm successful, I want to travel in the US, and then if I'm denying, he want to travel in Hong Kong and see again, like this. But when when I first asked to my boss is July August 26, because I asking first to my employer, I want holiday and I want vacation, but I have two option, because I tell to my boss, for example, I tell to my boss I want to apply in the US visa, but I have two option. For example, if I'm successful, I want to travel in the US. For example, if I'm denied, I want to travel here in Hong Kong. I want to vacation here in Hong Kong, because uh, if I'm denied, my boyfriend is traveling here in Hong Kong. So I asked to my boss like this, I have two option, for example, and then my boss is give me allowed to travel in the US, and then she asking me how many days I stay in the US, for example, like this, and then how many days vacation, and I said 32 days, madam, and then in the US. But if I'm denied, I only here in Hong Kong is only 10 days, because it's expensive hotel, because my boyfriend is traveling to Hong Kong. And then I said like this to my employer, and then my boss is agree I am allowed to travel in the US, and then my boss is support me, and then my boss is giving me a document for applying in US visa. And then August 26, I told to my boss like this, and then after 2 days I decide to apply online, because I have already complete document, and then also 1 year planning before I decide, because my boyfriend told me you try to apply in the US visa, and then for example, if you are not successful, I am with you, and then I try, and then my family here in Hong Kong, my boss is support me, and then when my boss is give me allowed to, I'm starting to apply in DS 160 online, and then it's August 28, and then after I'm apply in DS 160 application, I am done to submit, and then after next day I another online for payment, and then after 2 days. So when my document is done after I payment, so I I I schedule for my interview September 11, 2018, and then it's have available in September 4, but I don't like to choose in September 4, because I like to choose is September 11, because it's that my favorite number, because of my papa's birthday. So I decide to choose the September 11, and then for my interview, and then I'm waiting I'm I'm waiting for my interview, and also is only 12 days process. So when I have interview in the US embassy, I go there around 8 o'clock, and then 8 o'clock, and then I go inside in 8:30. So I'm waiting 15 minutes only, inside. And then the assistant told me, you can wait a little bit. And then my interview actually is 10:15, and then I go there and inside to the US is around 8:45, and then I have interview at 9 o'clock. It's very easy because it's very early, because it's the assistant there in the US embassy is helping you to to helping inside. So my schedule is interview is 10:15 my schedule, but actually I am done interview in 9 o'clock, and then my visa approved. And then is my experience in the US embassy inside about the not allowed to bring, no need to bring the backpack, and also the big bag, and also the no need to wearing the jewelry, no need to wearing the belt. And then because but you're allowed to bring also the mobile, because when you go inside before the fingerprints, have some lady is assist to you, give your mobile to the lady, but you have a number before you go to the fingerprint. And then after the fingerprint is next interview. This interview is only 1 to 5 minutes question. And then my interview is very very fast only, because it's not too much the applicant when I'm there. And then my officer is American, and then also have some also lady, but the whole have also in the other one side. But I my experience is American man. And then when I'm there inside the US embassy, have some lady is assist to you, just only preparing the passport only, because is the photo ID is only in the side before you go inside the interview. So the lady is assist to you, so you can prepare only the wait a minute. And then the lady told me, you prepare only your passport. And then when I'm in the line, so it's my next interview. So when I'm there in the officer in front of him, so I said, good morning sir, good morning, because it's morning. My interview is around 9 o'clock, so I am done 9 o'clock. So when my officer is interview to me, he asking me about my interview. So I want to share about my interview is very easy, but of course I want to speak in English, because it's during interview is speaking in English. Even my English is no good, but I want to do, and I want to try my best about my experience interview. And then the officer is asking me about why Rosalinda, why you want to go to the USA? And I said, I want to see my boyfriend family and celebration for Thanksgiving. Your boyfriend in American? Yes sir. Which place are you planning to stay? And I said, Wisconsin sir. How many days you stay in the US? And I said, 32 days sir. How many years you work in Hong Kong? And I said, 9 years in 1 month sir. How many years you work employer? Is 9 years in 1 month sir. So you work for one employer? Yes sir. And then, do you have permission to your employer? And I said, yes sir, I have. And then I gave all my document from my employer, because my employer is support me, and then my employer is giving to me. So the officer is looking my permission letter to my employer, from my employer, and then the passport, and also Hong Kong ID. And then after, the officer is looking my document, and then he asking me about, do you have contract since 2009? And I said, yes I have. And then I give again to the officer the original contract. And then when the officer everything, they say everything about my contract, and then the officer told me, okay, your passport delivery within 5 days, and then your visa approved. And I said, thank you very much, sir. And then I don't know what is my feeling that time, because I'm not expecting, it's only like this interview. And then when the officer told me, okay, your visa is approved, and I said, thank you so much, sir. And of course I said thank you, because I'm not expecting. And then it's very easy, only the question. And then I don't know what I do like this, because it's my first time experience in the US Embassy Hong Kong. So when I'm done, so I check all my document. This is real, because I leave already my passport. So I want to check again my document, if real actually is my passport is not returning to me. So yes, I am approved. And then of course I'm happy. And then after my interview, I go there and pick up my mobile, and then return to my number, and then give my mobile. And then after I go out, of course I want to call my fiance, my boyfriend, visa approved, and happy experience, because I have I have 1 year I have 1 year I have 1 year planning about my tourist visa before I decide, because my boyfriend 2018 he decide I want to try to apply. So I try, and then visa approved, and thank you. And 2018 my experience, and and I have 7 years remaining. So I go back again in the USA next this year or next year, because I'm waiting about the quarantine about here in Hong Kong, because we still have COVID and also quarantine. So I'm not yet decide yet, and I don't have yet date, because is have a quarantine. So I don't want to travel have a quarantine, so I want to wait until the COVID is gone, for example, like that. So I'm happy, because my experience is visa approved. And 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 of course I sharing about my experience, and I have more videos about US visa. So and and this video I speak in English, even baroque. So I don't care even people told me my English is baroque, but it's not it's not about your English is baroque, you are not approved. Because when you are apply, it's not important about you are good to speak in English, even you or you are not good speaking English. Important you know how to answer to the officer, what is the officer say to you, so you can focus about the question and answer. So the question and answer is only 1 to 5 minutes question, and yun lang. Visa approved. Hey, see you soon, Mr. Steve. So I've traveled already in America for 2 times, because 2020 again is cancelled, and 2021 and also cancelled again. So 2022, and I hope I am traveling, but is have quarantine in Hong Kong. So I hope. Wait lang.